Poor Kanye. I really wish that Kanye. Well, number
Took
one,
six
I would.
months.
Yeah,
Took
it would be good for him to take some time away, but he's not going to do that, right? Because he has a
Nope.
family, he has kids, so he's not going to like disappear away from them. So that's one thing. Then the other thing is that yeah, I just think that I don't it's tough, right, with Kanye because some of the stuff that he says, he's not wrong. But you
Yeah.
can't even say that. Like, look, they tried to cancel Dave Chappelle when Dave Chappelle was like, "You're not supposed to say this, so I'm not saying it." But da da da, da. And then they tried to cancel
Yeah.
him. So, poor Kyrie. I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad to the point where people really like. I know people. I have people that I know that I'm close to that are Jewish that have just completely written off Kyrie because they just are like, oh, he's anti Semitic. And I'm like, but why are you saying, like, what is the evidence that he's anti Semitic? He posted about that thing. And then okay, he just posted about like a, a documentary.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's anti Semitic. It means he's sharing information. And then everybody else started hey agreeing with him. You had the Israelites, which is a organization of people here and in the US that believe that they're the original Jewish people, and they showed up
Yeah.
at his
Yeah. I remember.
at the stadium, but he didn't ask for them to come. Like he's not asking for this, right? Everybody else is like rallying around him and saying all this stuff, but he's not asking for it. And it's like now this guy is getting fined ridiculously. He's getting,
No, that's
like
abuse.
it's just it doesn't make any sense. And I feel like with Kanye, again, he's provocative, right? And when he said that he and Trump are like they both had dragon blood, right? Isn't that what he said? Like they were
Dragon
similar, they were
energy.
twins. Dragon energy. They were twins. He said they were like very much alike. I think he's right. I think they are alike. I think they both like to poke and prod and provoke and stir up controversy. I think it's part of their personality. I think they like it. I think they like to drop a bomb and then walk away and
Yeah.
like watch what's going to happen, right? They like to work the
There's a
media.
thrill for them
Um
indeed.
there's a thrill for it. So it's like when you already have that kind of personality and then you also have no filter and now you also clearly have some mental illness going on, then you also have, in addition to all of that, your marriage has fallen apart.
Oof.
You know, your wife now is dating some other guy and you have to deal with that. Like everybody sees what's going on. It's not like you could deal with it privately. It's blast everywhere you turn. It's on the news, it's in the papers, it's here, it's there. The gossip never stops. The people are following you. So you can't even deal with your family issues in private. Like
Yeah.
I think it's a miracle that he hasn't completely lost it already, to be honest with you. Like the fact that he's still kind of holding on. Oh my God.
Well, no, wait. You want me to be running up on your kids' games like that? Hey, bro, what do you want me to do? Is everybody's here. Dude, you know how it is every week, bro. I want to just see my kids. I understand, bro, but it's not just me. It's 100 of us. Everybody got to stop when I see my kids. Bro, dude, like, what do you want us to do? It's 100 of us. I don't care how many. Oh, what do you want us to do? You want to hear what I
Leave.
want you to do? Yeah, tell us what you want us to do. If I need to see my kids without you photographing. Okay. You can't go home and see them? Like, what do you want us to do? It's a public place. It's called human rights. It's a public place. Kanye, you know what time it is? What the fuck?
Yes, Kanye.
If I want to go see my son at a
I
game,
understand.
y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I
stop
wasn't
with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
I
cameras.
understand.
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
if I say it ain't running,
I wasn't
stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're a
cameras.
celebrity.
We were there for Kim, Kanye. It's hard, man.
We were there for Kim. So
Yikes.
the problem here as well is that all these people, he's telling you something and you're still filming it because you know that. So like this whole
Because you know
thing
that you can
is,
post it and get likes or make some money off of it, and it is not fair. I mean, at what point do we draw the line where celebrities get to have privacy, some level yes, I know that that's the life that you chose, right? So you chose to be a public figure, so
yeah,
in
but
some
come
ways,
on.
but not with, but he's right, like why can't at least when you're with your children there be some kind of
Exactly.
respect for that?
You know, I don't take photos with nobody when I'm with my children. Not my daughter because my son is big enough. But when he was between 0 and 10, 12, no photos. I don't care if it's the only time you're gonna see me in your life. No photos. I was telling people, hey, I'm really sorry, but I don't take pictures when I'm with my son. It was a rule because I wanted him to have a little bit of a normal life. And I understand the fans want to take a picture, etc. But I didn't. I was like, no, sorry. See, I'm with my son, and they're like, but don't worry. Sometimes you're gonna have this. Don't worry. We can hold him. I said, no, you are strangers. Yeah, but we are your fans. You still are strangers. I'm with my son. I put this rule for myself. I'm not Kaysha anymore when I'm with my children, and I'm not gonna stop for you now. Like I understand my children know who I am. They know I'm a singer. They know how I'm a celebrity, etc. But when is like for example today, I was on a daddy and daughter moment. We went to the hotel Myriad in front of the
Mhm,
house, and it was just me and her. Everybody else stayed at the house. We just went to have dinner together. She's
mhm,
5. She knows what she liked there, so she wanted her thing. They know her there. They know exactly the little princess what she wants.
mhm,
She brought her iPad, so she had her. She
mhm.
did her little setup. She was happy, and yeah, we had dinner together. And I was on the phone with my cousin, and she was on her thing, and yeah. And if somebody came and say, "Oh my God, can I take a photo?" I would be, "I'm sorry, I'm with my daughter."
Right, because it's like
And
you need to have some space.
yeah, but in the U.S., like I think you listen. You can't even touch a paparazzi that is putting their camera to your face like this. You can't even touch them because now they're gonna like. I think Kanye is being. I think that at least I saw something where he's being uh because of what he did with the paparazzi. Okay, look, there you go. Named suspect in a battery investigation after recent run-ins with paparazzi and a fan.
I mean, if they're gonna say that him taking the girl's phone and throwing it is battery, I mean, I think that's really unfortunate because he didn't touch her. He just took the phone away. And I've seen so many celebrities over the years do that. I've had people tell
Britney.
me, "Don't film." And if you film, they will have their security come over and take your phone.
Yeah,
So the difference is that Kanye did it himself. I don't know. I feel like it's
you
almost
should
like the
have
public.
security.
Yeah, they should be doing that. But he's out there doing his own thing because he doesn't trust anybody. But my thing is that I
Mm.
feel like the public isn't gonna be happy until something crazy happens with Kanye. Until, there's some violence erupts or till if he hurts himself or hurts somebody else. I think people are not gonna leave him. They're gonna keep pushing him and keep pushing him. And then when something if something like that happens, they're gonna go, see, he's
It's on your
crazy.
honeymoon.
But it seems
Yeah.
as though to me it's like people don't want to just give him space to deal with what's going on with him internally and with his family. They're just
Hmm.
gonna keep pushing.
It's look. That's the last one. The first one. That was the first one.
Guys, all right. I just want to congratulate on your honeymoon. stop. Yeah, but I'm in the alley. No, listen, bro. Yeah. It's like antagonistic. I just need this one shot, please. No, you got the shot, but I'm saying it was not good, but I respect you. It's like, that's my thing. It's like, you don't even know. Y'all just jump up on people like this, and it's just like... I apologize if I caused you trouble, and you told me to stop, and I stopped. Do you know the first time I ever took medication why I was? Because I got mad at paparazzi. I'm so sorry. You know what paparazzi it was? No. The same one that shot Britney. Oh. You know what I'm saying? My dad did photography for newspapers. You know what I'm saying? It has to be some kind of balance, some kind of conversation. I can't live in California in my life like I'm some type of caged animal to be judged. No, I totally understand, and we respect you. You told me to stop, and I stopped. No, I appreciate it. We love your music, your talent. Who do you work for? Which company? I'm independent, but I upload to the media. I do. Who's the media? The media doesn't have a right just to like, boom, pop up. We have no idea. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't have no say-so over the shot. Mm-hmm. No, you did, because I stopped. No, I listened to you. It's not just that. It's the entire media. Y'all find where we're at. Y'all take this photo. What percentage of the money do we get off of the photos? Mm-hmm. On this one, probably not. On which ones? On none of them. For years and years. On your general PR, yes, you do. But I'm the wrong person to argue with you. But who do you work with? No, independent. Who do you say? I'm totally independent. I need to find out all the information and how it actually works. So I can, like, if I want to just go and drive around and not have to worry about paparazzi, I do it. At this point, it's like, I served too many years in the game. I've been to anger management. Man, I'm not in that life no more. I'm here for this.
Yeah, he's pretty calm.
The music is this. Yeah. And you get all the image and stuff. It's like, it doesn't work for me. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to bother you. And I wish your guy all the best. And I give you peace. But I'm not the only one on the street. Everyone who will see you will take pictures. Yeah, it's one thing if other people are taking pictures. So I'm saying it's like, but I asked you like 3 times, like, who's the company that you work for? No, honestly, God, I do not work for any company. You're going to go and take this picture of me. You have no plans of giving me any percentage of it, giving her any percentage of it. It's not right. And just because it's been like that for a long time, don't mean that it's going to be like that. In the state of California, it is right, but I see your point. I see your point, and I respect your wish. So, and I wish you a good evening. And no, it ain't in the state of California. What's that? Sorry? Not because you're like, I stopped, but you already took the photo. And as we may in public domain, but if it bothers you, I stopped. No, it's not an if. It does bother you. It ain't up to y'all. My image ain't up to y'all no more. Okay. If I take your camera, is it up to me then? No, it's not. Anyway, I wish you a good evening, and I apologize. You want to erase the photos? What's that? No, I need them. I actually haven't even seen them. You need them, so you got the right? I do have the right to the photos. I do. So what happens if I take your photo, if I take your camera right now? I would not like that. Please don't do this. I walk away, and we're all good. Oh, but would I like it? So I like y'all doing that to me all the time? No, I apologize, and I'm walking away. So let people know. Yes, I will. Let all the paparazzi know it's up. I will. Have a good evening.
See, this is I don't know. I take issue with this because I don't think he's wrong. I think he's right. I think he's right with what he's saying. And as you were playing that, it made me think about more about the types of images that these people take, right? So just say he was with his daughters or with his children and they take pictures now. They could be selling these pictures to a pedophile site or like, you know what I mean? Like who knows where those photos are going to, so you can't even protect your own children. So it's just, it's tough.
I completely understand how like people like Britney just lose it. Cause I mean, personally, I've been to a level of celebrity, especially in Africa, where I had the whole city showing up. If I couldn't walk in the street. Mm-hmm. But I know that at this point of my career, I can walk around in my neighborhood. I'm good. If I'm in a club, yeah, I might do a few photos, or yeah, from time to time, I'm gonna meet people. They're gonna ask a photo. People know who I am, but people don't really bother me. It's always a great interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine you're having an argument with your wife,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and somebody's
Mm-hmm.
filming you guys,
Right. Exactly.
like,
Exactly.
or somebody's coming to you asking you questions about, yo, so what about that? What do you think about Pete? What do you think about, like,
Right. Triggering
and if you
questions. Yeah.
and if you have, on top of that, you have mental trouble that
Mm-hmm.
are known.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you go and you can see that person. I think the person was polite, even if he felt in his own rights, because in California, like, the paparazzi are protected, and it's like, it's journalism out there, and there's a whole, and you could see that he was trying to not trigger him, and then at a point, I think Kanye triggers himself as well, because he goes on rant mode.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he was calm, he was still on rant mode, and
Right.
a lot of things that he said were, yeah, they were right, but at the same time, I I think he contradicts himself by providing all this content to all these people. You can go in your car, close the door, and go. Like, what most celebrities do when they don't want to be interviewed, they don't want to be filmed, they don't want to be this, that.
Mm-hmm.
You have, first of all, you have security. You
Mm-hmm.
go in your car, close the doors, drive away. Now,
Mm-hmm.
she goes in and he wants to have conversation with people,
Right.
and he creates the content, and now the
Right.
content is everywhere, and now you're going to go on YouTube, you're going to have, and everybody's going to do their commentary. So at the same time, he's fueling this
Mm-hmm.
whole new media of people who always needs to have something to talk, shade rooms, all that stuff, the blogs, even us right now,
Right.
by not being able to control the moment where he should just be like. And I mean, if I would work for him, that's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like, you. I was like, get in, get in the back. There's a driver is ready. You go in, the wife go in, everybody close the door, move, and I tell the people, hey, step
Mm-hmm.
aside. The fact that he's, first of all, I mean, I understand he's probably the rich neighborhoods and stuff, but at that level of money, I don't walk in the street by myself with my wife.
Yeah.
Like, you see, did you see Kim? Kim, when she goes out somewhere, all these
Mm-hmm.
paparazzis are there. But before she
Yeah.
leaves, the team is already
Yeah.
creating
Cleaning.
a security perimeter, telling everybody, yeah, move to the side, da 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 da. Then she goes out, people are asking questions, and they're trying to, but you can see the gorillas that are
Mm-hmm.
explaining to you that there's a perimeter, that if you enter, you're in trouble.
Right.
And she understand the thing, she understand that uh she can't prevent this to happen, and she understand that it's also like, that's
Yeah.
what
That's
she
her job.
does.
She
Yeah,
loves it. I
yeah,
mean, she made that clear in the IRL podcast. She said that
yeah,
she said she loves this, and she said she felt like she was built for it. I think you're right. I think that you're right that Kanye makes it worse for himself, but I also understand that he doesn't trust anybody. And he definitely doesn't trust people that have worked for him. You know, he had that trainer, and the trainer was the one that got him committed, and that was not good. So now he's at the point where he doesn't want anybody close to him. So I think it's really hard. I think it's really, really hard to be at that level of celebrity and have all those things going on. And I think he's just trying to get control. Like, he's trying to just find a way to control something, be able to control something in his life. And there was a time where he wouldn't talk to anybody. I remember I went to Morocco. This was years ago, and we brought all these journalists. He was the headlining performer at a festival, and the whole point was that they were there to interview him. and he wouldn't talk to anybody. Like, he wouldn't talk to anyone. He said hi to us, but he wouldn't interview with anybody. And he wouldn't interview with any of the folks in Morocco. And that was, I remember we were pissed, right? So he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't, right? Because everybody was pissed at him that he wasn't doing interviews, but he didn't say anything that got him in trouble. So,
And you have this thing where it's something I always tell artists when they arrive to that level.
hmm
You're not gonna work this hard and wish for that level of success and fame, and you arrive to that level where you can change music, you can change trends, you can become a trendsetter, you become a trailblazer, and you make millions of dollars. You have the shoes, you have like all these things. You get with media, you get with Kim Kardashian, and then after that, you complain about everything that comes with it. And as somebody who choo the train, as somebody who lived fame, I completely understood right away what it was about, and
yeah,
I kept my eyes on what I was here to do, my music, my business, make my money, etc. And understood that, yeah, interviews you have to do, people in the streets, etc. I understood it,
hmm
but I didn't. I was not surprised. And if I ever wanted to go higher in there, I wouldn't be surprised as well. I would understand if you want to go live in California, all that stuff. Listen, you can live in France, you can go live in
yeah,
Dubai, you can live in many places. Now, if you
right,
decide to live in a certain lifestyle, you have to also understand, like, it's not. I'm never gonna be the guy who say, yeah, but you wanted to be famous. No, it's not that. It's like in America, if you want to arrive to certain types of level, there's gonna be a lot of things that come with it, and you have a lot of people who can explain to you how you can work around it and live around it, because there's a lot of people who are look. I'm Jay-Z and Beyonce.
hmm yeah. No, they do a great job
They
of
do a
not
great
letting.
job. You don't hear them. When you hear them, it's because there's something. When you and Sabrina is saying something important, that is bipolar, but
Yeah.
the
hmm
not only you don't hear them, you hear them when they have something to say. A lot of times when there's drama around Beyonce or Jay-Z, you don't hear them. You only hear all the
They're
people who are,
representatives.
or everybody's giving their opinions. You don't hear them.
No.
They don't even need to say anything for you to pay for whatever you said. And
Right.
they go to events, you don't see them coming, you don't see them leaving,
hmm
because they have
hmm
an army of people who are making sure that they enter from the entrance where we know we've been in those entrances. It's not like
hmm
I've entered clubs from places where you would never imagine that it takes you to the club.
hmm
Sometimes you enter through a parking that is a private parking that is in another building, and then boom, and then you arriving directly to the VIP, and then you get in the club, you do your show, you do your photo with the fans, and then you leave again.
Right.
Nobody sees you. Like,
Yeah.
so you don't. At the same time, you are multi-millionaire. You have 200 to 400 million dollars in your bank account. How are you walking alone with your wife?
I know. I know.
Like,
But it's what Sabrina
it's
said.
dangerous.
It is because he is bipolar. Because the difference between you and Jay Z and Beyonce and pretty much most of the other folks that are not involved in drama, um, they're not bipolar. They have you have a sound mind. You're able to make solid decisions.
Yeah,
I don't think he can do that. And I feel for him. I really do because I just feel like he doesn't have a lot of support, which is probably why he, is latching on to a new person now, a new woman now. But I don't think there's very many people in his life that he can trust. And he made a decision to be with somebody, to marry somebody and procreate with somebody who is an attention magnet. You know what I mean? Like, who's more talked about than Kim Kardashian? I don't really know too many people that are more talked about in our era than the Kardashians, and Kim in particular. So he made a choice to marry a woman who is one of the most photographed, the most talked about, the most admired. I mean, we have an entire generation of women who are
Yep.
like Kim Kardashian clones. Everybody has,
Tell me
they
about it.
wear the same kind of clothing. Whatever Kim does, they do it. They all have the straight hair, long hair. If she does her hair
Slim,
blonde, they're
thick.
gonna, yeah, slim, thick, right? Or if she goes blonde, everybody's gonna go blonde. It's like, oh, she tries this new kind of facial, everybody's gonna try it. He
Kim,
picked the
Kanye's wife is
worst
blonde,
possible.
turned
Yes,
blonde
I
too.
saw that. I saw that. I was
My
like, oh
God.
God. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like he picked the worst possible partner for somebody who wanted less media attention.
I believe that he wanted it at that time,
Yeah, he probably
and
did.
then now he doesn't anymore.